When James got the lifetime ban, was it 1997? How did you change the organization to protect kids?
You know what, I'm really proud of the organization. We put a lot of safety programs in place, and they're still there today. And I go back to Sheldon Kennedy. He was a big part of that. He speaks in those programs, and we're going to try to make sure that every player, every parent goes through those programs so that they really are careful of where they put their son and their daughter as they play this great game.
Have you changed your hiring practices for coaches?
Yeah, we have. You know, there's a lot of security checks around it all, and you know, hopefully no one's slipping through the cracks, and we have to continue to work at that every day. And you know, we get a lot of the brunt of it in hockey because we're hockey, but it's everywhere in our society, and everyone has to work on it. But when you have people like Sheldon and Theo out there speaking about it now, that's helpful.
Well, I was playing in Detroit, and Graham was still a big part of the decision-making with my hockey career. The management with the Red Wings still confided in Graham James, so you know, even though he was out of my life, he was still in my life. And then I got traded to the Calgary Flames, and I used to walk out of the dressing room after the games, and I'd see Graham with the Calgary Hitmen players, which is, you know, major junior hockey league players, and I just pictured myself in that situation. I feel quite confident that I've done everything in my power to have those conversations with my daughter, that she feels very open to come with me if anything's going on. We need to, you know, throw these issues on the table. We need to throw the sex abuse stuff, the, you know, the bullying and so forth, and just being able to keep that out of the closet.
An official complaint has been registered against him by a squad member, accusing him of asking for sexual favors. The Indian hockey players have accused their coach N.K. Kaushik of sexually abusing them. In a formal complaint to the Hockey Federation, the players alleged that the coach passed lewd comments against them. They have alleged that Coach Kaushik used to unnecessarily call them to his room in the pretext of meeting.
Two months after Northern California swim coach Andrew King was convicted of sexually abusing girls he coached, an Olympic gold medalist has come forward to say she too was molested as a child by her swim coach. 1972 gold medal winner Dina Deerdorf Schmidt said she tried to report the abuse to USA Swimming, the organization that regulates the sport, but no action was ever taken.
I loved swimming, so my fear was that, one, it was not a topic that people talked about back in those days. I didn't know how to talk about it, but two, I did not want to lose my swimming.
After shutting down the Kiptenden Athletics Club, AK cracked the whip further by sanctioning the coaches in charge, David Kosgei and Gregory Kilonzo.
The council has removed, not suspended, two coaches completely from the panel, and any athlete that goes to those camps will also not be allowed to participate in anything.
I was an emotional, distraught 16-year-old wreck. I was just a car wreck. I realized, you know, what happened to me was grooming, and what happened to me was wrong. I mean, I was a 12-year-old kid. Like, you know, it's just, it's one of those things that takes time. I know I'm gonna win. I'm not afraid to win. This is what I've spent my whole life dreaming of. This is my moment. Every day in my mind, when I go to sleep, I win the Olympics.